Hello friends, Carla here with Crabsy Carla. How is everybody doing? Happy first day of spring. Sorry I was late few minutes. Last minute things to get ready. As you come in, my friends, say hello. Let us know how is your day. Hoping everybody is having a wonderful day. Okay, so today we are going to use some stencils. We are going to do some projects using some stencils and transfers. Some of these items, they are not available, my friend, but once they are available, okay, I would post it here on my page. That way you can, if you don't have this transfers, you can go right away and get it from the website. So I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna use tonight, but I think I'm gonna use this beautiful tags from Essential Stencil. Okay, so we are going to do 3 small projects, and I want to show you. It's going to be related for Easter and spring. Okay, so one of them is going to be something like this. So we are going to paint some tulips, and then we are going to add a beautiful crust, and we are going to use the stencils. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use, but this is something like we're going to be doing today. So come in, hang out with me. Let me know, what do you think? Do you like this small home decor? Let me know in comments, my friends. All right, I'm gonna put this one right here. And I'm going to get my tablet super quick so I can read your comments. Okay. All right, let's see. Say hello as you come in, my friend. Tell me, how is your day? Are you having a good day? Are you happy that finally spring is here? Okay. Hi, Cheryl. How are you? How is your day, my friend? All right, iPad, stay right there because I don't have my holding thing for my iPad. All right, hopefully it stays in one place. Okay, my friends. So today it's a stenciling day, and we are going to use some transfers. Okay, so the first craft that we are going to do, where is the other one? Where is the other small wood? Let me find it, friends, before. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Where'd it go? It disappeared? I know it's somewhere in here. No! Where my other wood went? Alrighty, so I have one there. Okay, so okay. Okay, I'm going to use another wood. I don't know what happened. Hi, Sharon. How are you, friend? Good seeing you here, my friend. Cheryl, you made 3 door hangers today. Wow, girl, go. I like that. Any specific holiday, Cheryl? Just traditional door hangers? What kind of door hangers did you do today? Yes, the transfers, they are beautiful. It's not available on the website, but once they are back, definitely I'm gonna share with you guys. I will let you know. But we're gonna use this beautiful butterflies, and this one, it is available, okay? So today I wanna inspire you with some small home decor for Easter and spring. And we are going to start with one. So we have 3 projects for today's live. And one of them is going to look like this. One of them is going to look like this. Okay, my friends? So this is in the small version, but we are going to do it in a little tall version with different size for the wood. So you're doing more summer and pink and purple. Nice, nice, Cheryl. I am thinking already, moving forward, yes, and I need to work with some new door hangers for summer. I know summer is just right here at the corner, friends, so yeah. Thanks for motivating me, Cheryl. Yes, so we are going to do this. These are small tulips. They are hand painted, so I want to do it in 2 versions. I want you to see me using the transfers, and I'm gonna just pick any random tulips, all right? And I'm gonna have another cross, but it's gonna be hand painted with small tulips, okay? So they're gonna be different versions, but this is just an inspiration, my friends. So if I can do it, I'm sure you can do it. And if I'm going very fast, just let me know in comments. Maybe I can put it just right here so everybody else can see it. Or just here. Hi, Janice. How are you, my friend? Thanks for saying hello. How are you, Janice? Alrighty. So, the size for this first small wood cutout is 12 by 5.5, okay? 12 inches tall by 5.5. I'm going to paint black, and this time I am going to be using acrylics. You can use any paint colors that you have in your craft room, but I use the paints that I have. I do have watercolors. I use watercolors for my home decor as well. That will be for my next live, because I really want to do watercolor with you guys. I use acrylics, chalk paints, watercolors, and that's it. But all the paints for today's project is gonna be acrylics paint, okay? Hello, hello, Miss Maria. How are you, my friend? How are you doing, beautiful? Thanks for saying hello, my dear. I'm sorry, friends, I'm a little thirsty. So all the paints that what I'm gonna use for my projects today is gonna be water acrylic paint. Okay, let me move this a little bit so you can see it better. Alrighty, so we are going to paint everything black. And I have my brush already here. And I'm gonna use any flat brush that I have available, okay? You can always change the details. I like more abstract paintings. So today is gonna be super abstract when it's me painting the tulips. Okay, my friends? But if you are more artistic, more detail, then you can do it, my friend. Okay, so this is gonna be the first cross that I'm going to use the transfers. So these are transfers from Essential Stencil, but they are not available. I'll see if I can send an email to Essential Stencil and ask if the tulips will be back. Because I know the tulips, a lot of people are using it. And it's a beautiful transfer. Sorry, the tulips are beautiful transfers. And especially for spring and Easter, summer, you can use it as many different ways. Okay, so I'm just going to paint my wood with black acrylic paint. So, who is happy that finally spring is here? Anybody? It's not just me. Today I was super happy. I like spring a lot. I like spring. It's one of my favorite time of the year. Anybody has a favorite season of the year? You like more summer, more winter? Share with me, my friends. Let's have some fun time, chit-chatting, talking. And if you want to share something with me, just write it down, okay? Let me know. Hi, Miss Kathy. How are you, my friend? Maria, you like spring? Woohoo! I like spring. Believe it or not, I love spring because I love spending time in my backyard. Yeah. Transplanting new plants, more family time, the weather change, longer days, and also more time for me and my kids to do more stuff. I like my kids to be involved in, you know, with some stuff to do here in the house. Same thing with summer, but summer is more kind of like a fun thing. Vacations for the kids. We have to think in advance what we're going to do, but for spring it's more bonding time and more things to do. Give me ideas what to do. I'm so happy you're doing good, my friend Kathy. Alrighty, so we are going to dry my wood, and I use a black acrylic paint, okay? So I'm gonna show you this is going to be something similar like this. Okay, this is a hand paint cross with tulips. Okay, so we are going to do something similar like this in a different version. And for this one, I'm going to use some transfers. Okay, so today I want to inspire you, and I'm sure you can do this, my friend. Super easy craft, a home decor. And you can have that home decor for all year long, honestly. Okay, so we are going to dry the wood. Thanks, Maria. My friends, let me know in comments if the audio is good. The audio is good. I need to speak up more. I have my windows open. I hear a lot of noises, but I don't know. What about you guys? The audio is good? Let me see, Kathy. Kathy, I love summer so I can be outside and cut the grass and listen to the music and enjoying the sunshine. Oh, yes, summer is super fun, my friend. Yeah, me too. I love listening to music. Yes, yes, yes. And I love enjoying the sunshine, for real. Like, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So I'm glad the weather is changing. I'm glad the winter is going away. It's almost gone. But it's a blessing. All good is okay there. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for telling me. All right, so now my wood, I will paint this later. So my wood is already painted, okay, with black. So I'm gonna use my painter's tape. I'm gonna use my painter's tape, okay? This is a technique that I've been doing it for my crosses, and it's super easy, okay? Let me see, what size of Scotch tape is this? This is a painter's tape. And the size is not the big one, it's that half-inch painter's tape, okay? So I'm gonna use this for my cross. I'm gonna use this for my cross. Thank you, my friend, thanks for telling me. So I'm going to making sure you put your tape in the center. Okay. And if you see it is a little crooked, just lift it up and fix it again. So this is going to be for my cross. You will see how I'm gonna do it. I want this in the center. Okay, looks good. So the first tape we have, and now I'm going to get the other side. Okay. And I'm using painter's tape. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more down. Okay. So now we have, hi Patty, how are you? How are you, Patty? All right, so now we have a cross, okay? Once you have this, you are coming back with a different color, and you are going to leave the painter's tape where it is, okay? Making sure all the edges, everything is good, okay? Go all over and add some pressure. The next step is to get the color what you want. So I'm gonna go white. So I'm gonna use Deco Art. I love using Deco Art for my paintings. So I'm gonna use Deco Art. For this, I use butter, what is it? Buttermilk. So the color is more yellowish. It's kind of like a vintage white, but it has more yellowish in the background, okay? So for this one, it's gonna be just white. And then you are going to get your brush, any brush you have. I'm gonna use the cheapy one. and then you're gonna paint over. You're going to paint over your cross with the painter's tape. And I want some of the dark color for my background to show through, so I am not going to cover up everything. Okay, so we are going to do a dry brushing technique. Just use a small amount. If you're afraid, kind of like a painting or drawing your own cross, then the painter's tape, it's a good way for you to have a different look for your cross. So the sizes will be more awkward, and then more, you're gonna have more eyeballing, or see where you need to add more. So it's a good way to practice. Okay, so we have it like this. We have it like that. Alrighty, so now we are going to dry this, and then you're gonna see some magic. And I love doing this kind of projects. I really love it. So you have to make sure it all dry. Spring break is almost over for us. Anybody has little ones at home, it is a spring break for you guys. Grandkids, little ones. My kids, they don't want a spring break to finish. They're saying, why the week went so fast? As you come in, my friends, say hello and let us know if you are new to my Facebook page so we can welcome you, my friend. Okay, so now it's all dry. And it's time to remove the tape. So first, we're gonna do the small tape and then the other one. And look how beautiful is this, my friend. Look how beautiful is this. What do you guys think? Now you have a perfect crust with the color of your background. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Are you going to try this? Let me know in comments. Hi Marilyn, how are you, girl? Okay, so now that we have our cross all done, then I'm going to add a little more details in the bottom. I'm gonna get some brown. Okay. And then I'm using just, my friends, acrylics, okay, for this paintings. So we're gonna just get some brown, and then we are going to add some grass. Oh, you know what? For this one, because we're gonna use that that transfers, we're just gonna go straight with the transfers. Okay. All right, we're gonna dry this. We're gonna get a darker brown. Do you like it, Maria? Yay! Cheryl, you love it. Yes, my friend, something different. I don't know if you guys tried something like this before, but I love using the Scotch tape for my crosses. All right, now I'm going to grab a different darker color for the brown. Okay. I don't know about you, my friends, but I love decorating my house with hand paint items. I love it. And especially when you are doing it, I mean, it is even more special. Okay, so we don't have to be perfectionists to do this kind of paintings, because you know you're doing this with your heart, with joy. And painting, you don't have to be an artistic painter to have a beautiful home decor. Okay, so we have it like this. Okay, my friends. Alrighty, so now again we're gonna try this, and we are going to start bring our transfers. Maybe I would add a little bit of white. Okay. A little bit of white. Get a little bit of white and more brown. Okay. And a more dark color. Comment here, my friends, if you want me to do some hand paint door hangers. I used to do tutorials with more door hangers, but and then I stopped it. But I feel that I have to come back with my door hangers live. So comment here if you want me to come back, or if you want me to bring my door hangers again to my live videos. Okay, looks super good. Now it's time to get the transfers. I'm going to get the transfers. This set is not available on the website. Okay, this set it is out of stock, but once they are back, I will let you know. Okay, I will let you know. Look how beautiful. Look at the tulips, my friend. Look at the tulips. They're so beautiful. So I'm gonna use different tulips. Let me see. Different colors, but definitely I am going to get some purple. Let's get the purple one. Let's get the blue, won't show a lot. Let's get the red. I'm gonna get this one. I'm going to get some yellow ones. I'm gonna get this one. You love the tulips. Me too, Marilyn. I love these transfers too. They need to come back. I'm hoping Essential Stencil brings these transfers again, because I need to get them. And definitely I am going to get, let me see. The blue looks beautiful too. Let me see. So now it's time to bring our wood. Yellow, we have the yellow, we have the red, beautiful. We have the purple. Sweet. And maybe, let me see if I can find another one. If not, I am going to, we have 6. If I find a single one, I will use that one. If not, I think with 6 tulips they are good. I have another red, but no. We're just gonna leave it like that. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, we're just gonna use those. Maria, you love tulips. Everybody loves tulips. They are so pretty flowers, beautiful flowers. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, me too, Kathy. You know what, Kathy? I am going to get some tulips for my front door. I need to get new flowers. That's why I love spring too, because you get so much of kind of like inspired to take care of your plants, decorate your home, clean up your porch front, your backyard. That's why I love spring. So yes. High five, Kathy. High five, my friend. High five with everybody. Like tulips, they're beautiful, and I saw them in Home Depot, Lowe's, so I need to get new tulips for my decor. Alrighty, my friends. So we have the transfers here. Let me see if I'm gonna use a essential. Let me see if I'm gonna use any stencil. We'll see. We have this. It says the tag. This is 3x5 and 6 inches stencil. These are the mini tags. I like Amazing Grace. He's Rising. I like that one too. I think I'm gonna use that one. I also like Jesus. Okay. I know which one to use. All right, so first will be the big ones. So you pull it up, okay, apart, and then you are going to apply your transfers where you know you want those to be, okay? And then you're gonna get this tool that comes with all the transfers with Essential Stencil. Okay. We're gonna add some pressure. That way my transfer adheres to my wood. now it's time to start releasing the backing paper. All right, there's two ways to do this when you are varnishing your transfers to your surface. Either you seal your project with varnish or any top coat sealer, or you can just wait until the end and then you seal everything. So for this project, I didn't seal my wood. So I don't have no top coat on my project. Makes sense, my friends? So either you can use your top coat and then seal your project and then use your transfers, or just go straight with not top coat and then you seal later all together. Okay, you have to find out what's the best way for you to use your transfers, and I know this way works for me. So you will find out, my friends. I always recommend to, before you do something, do a small, kind of like a test, and see which one works for you. Okay. All right. So we have the first transfer in. Okay? It's here. You see it? All right, we're going to get the other transfer. Another way to also to use your transfers, my friends, is apply a little bit of heat. A little bit. That way your transfer adhere more faster. Okay. All right, now it's time to do the other one. Okay. I'm hoping I have enough time to do the 3 projects. But if for some reason you have to go, my friends, you can always watch the replay. Okay, so we're going to start varnishing the transfers. My essential stencil discount, it's in my description in case you want to look it up. They have more transfers available. They have more flowers, beautiful flowers available on the website. And you can use my ambassador discount code at checkout so you can save some extra money. It's happy 10 off. Happy 10 off, and you will save 10% off. Okay, my friend? Thank you, Maria. Thank you, my friend. And if you don't have tulips, use any transfers you have. But also, I'm going to do another version on hand painting almost the same project by using paints. So today you're gonna see me doing 2 of the same project, same idea, but different styles. Okay. Okay, so we are almost done with the second transfer. And it looks like it's going to rain. I hear some, oh, I know where is the other wood. I was looking for a small wood cutout. Okay, I know what it is outside. All right, here we have the second one. And then we are going to do another one. We're gonna do this one. Thank you, my friends. And this one, I wanted more up here. Yeah. Okay, so we are going to start with this. And we're gonna do overlapping transfers with one to the other one. Okay. And more pressure here in the bottom. We have to be patient when we are doing transfers. Okay. All right. So now we have 6 tulips. You see it? And this is my cross. Maybe I come back with more in the bottom, but definitely I like it. What do you guys think? Do you think I need more tulips here, or it is fine? Let me know, my friends. Alrighty, so now the next thing that we are going to do is we're gonna use our stencils. I didn't check if they have these mini tags, but I will check when I finish here. Maybe I do it right here in the center. Yeah. I'm gonna use some painter's tape. And I'm gonna cover up some of the designs that they have around. So I just want the words, okay? Thank you, girls. Thank you, my friend. Okay, so now I have my stencil all covered up because I don't need these areas. I just need the center. And I want it right here. I have my essential stencil brush. And I'm going to use, here, I'm going to use this paper. Okay, so I'm thinking for that, I think I'm going to use gold with some white. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of gold. This is the gold that I'm always using it for my home decor. This one is pure gold. Pure gold, and it is from Folk Art. Going to offload it. Circle motions. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more. I'm gonna try this super quick. So how is the weather in your area, friends? Are you having a good weather? Any plans for this weekend? All right, looks nice. Now I'm gonna come back with a different color. I think I'm gonna come back with what is it? Buttermilk. All right, I'm going to now do that. I'm gonna move it just a little bit over to the right. Okay. A little bit of this color, buttermilk. So I'm using two colors for this. Today it was super windy here in my area. It looks like it's going to rain, but it's not raining yet. Okay, so here we have. Can you read it? Can you read it, friends? Wow, Cheryl, you have snow. Wow. That's crazy. Maria, you going to your son's house this weekend. That's nice, my friend. And it was sunny there. Wow. It's hard to read. I can read it from here. Let me see. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna change the color. Let's get some. All right, we're gonna get the winter blue. We're gonna just change that color a little bit. Maria, you can read it. Yeah, I mean, I can read it, but I think I need a color to pop more. I think I'm gonna go with Calypso Blue. I really like the blues. We're gonna use this one. Or, let's see. Oh, I like this one. I think I'm gonna use Teal Mint. I like this color. All right, when you do something like this, when it's hard for you to read it or you change your mind and you want different color because you don't like it, just make sure it's all dry. Put your stencil back where it was. And gonna grab a different brush. Yeah, this is a pretty color. I like this one a lot. I can't believe it, my friends, that you're still getting some snow up there. Well, we're just starting spring, hoping the weather gets better. Ooh, I love it. Looks so beautiful. I'm hoping you can read it. There you go. What do you guys think? I think it's because the light. Can you read it? I can read it. Maybe we're gonna do second coat. I love it. I like this color. We're gonna come back again. I think it's because of my lighting, my friends, too. Let's get a little bit more of this. Yeah. Perfect. Love it. Okay, so here we have one. Before I forget, I am going to get a little bit of gold and I'm gonna use my palette tool. And I'm gonna apply just a little bit of gold on top. Okay. The gold looks beautiful here. I want to have that distressed look. Okay. All right, so here we have, there you go. Okay, you see the gold, and now we have it on the side as well. All right, my friends, so the first project, it is done. So we have one, we have another one small like this. Thank you, my friends, for the heart. All right, we're gonna do the second one, and we're gonna do with different style. We're just gonna put this one right here. It's gonna be the same concept, but different look. All right, so now we're gonna, for this, I'm going to use my paints to do the tulips. All right, so let's get the color. I'm going to use for my background, I'm gonna use winter blue. Okay, it's a soft blue. I'm going with pastels colors this time. Okay. And let's put this back here. And we are going to, let's see, hold on. All right, before I paint, I'm going to do the crust. I almost forgot. I want the crust to have the wood color. And this is a barn wood, okay? So I'm going to get my Scotch tape, my painter's tape. So we have 1, 2, I don't want it too long. Okay, I want it in the center. Okay. I'm gonna just apply a little bit more tape to the top part. And then all right, it's fine. There you go. Let me see, maybe a little bit more shorter, this and this. No, too small. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna apply a little bit more of tape for the top part. Just a little bit. Okay, so this is how I want it. Bye, Maria. See you soon, my friend. Thank you. So we're gonna have this one like this. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. And then now I am going to paint my background. And for this time, I am going to use different colors. First, I am starting with the blue, and I'm using acrylic paints. And then I'm going to get a little bit of the purple. I have the purple here. I want my background to have a little bit of more colors, spring colors. And then a little bit of yellow. Let me get more blue here. More blue, more blue. And a little bit of yellow. This is something fun to do at home. Okay. I think I'm gonna grab more purple because I have too much blue. Let me see if I have another color, and let's get the purple. Okay. So I think I have some Easter colors. We are going to try this. Good night, Kathy. Good night, my friend. Watch that replay later, my dear. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. So after here, we are going just to try the area and then pull it out the tape. Okay, now it's time to pull it out the tape. Okay. So now we have a cross with some colorful on the back. Okay, with a colorful background. All right, now it's time to do the green grass and some tulips. So let's get some of the green, dark green. And now it's time to add some grass. Pull down and up. And I'm gonna use a darker green. You can do this with, I'm using a flat brush. Flat brush, my friend. Okay, so I'm gonna have some longer grass. Okay. And I'm just going to hand paint some tulips. Tulips. we're gonna try this. Anybody here is getting ready for spring shows? Are you? I know Cheryl, she's getting ready with some door hangers for summer. Anybody here do shows? I'm going to come back and add more green to my grass. Once I have that, I'm gonna get a lighter green and just apply some on top of the darker green that we have first. Okay. All right, let me show you. You see the grass? Sure, you have a show next week. Oh, nice, my friend. Where are you located again, Cheryl? And what state are you in? Alrighty, friends. So I'm going to get a darker purple. I'm gonna get a darker purple for my tulips. I'm gonna get fuchsia or, oh, let's see. Magenta. We'll see. I think I'm going to get, let's get magenta. I'm gonna get magenta. You are in Iowa. Beautiful state, Cheryl. How often do you do events, my friend? Alrighty, so I'm gonna use the Essential Stencil detail brushes, this one. And now it's time to hand paint some tulips. And I think I'm gonna use this one, the number 3. Okay, I'm just gonna do whimsical, super easy tulips. Okay, so we are going to do little C's and one in the center. Okay, different directions. I want these plants to be kind of like the weather is so windy. I want them to have a different directions for them. So maybe this one will be just straight right here. Okay. Maybe here. And all of them, they're gonna be different sizes. Okay, some of them gonna be big, some of them gonna be small. Okay, this is one. I'm gonna have another small right here. So this is something fun to do if you love painting flowers. Tulips are the easy ones to do, my friend. Okay. Let me see if I need a few more. I need one more here, maybe here. There you go. And now we're going to get another tulip right here. So we have only few and one little one right here. Okay. There you go. I will show you. There you go. Okay. So now we have some tulips, and then we are going to dry and we're gonna come back, but you have to make sure you apply a little bit of white so you show, that way your flowers show a little bit more with the white details. So let's go ahead and dry this. All right, we're gonna come back with a little bit more of the purple magenta, because I want this purple to show more. Okay. Let me know in comments if you try before painting flowers. If so, which one do you have favorite flowers? How often do you paint your own flowers? Okay. Okay. And here. Okay. So now we're going to rinse it out this. And we are going to get a smaller brush. I know Stencils Stencil, they have a tiny one. Pretty colors. I know, my friend, thank you. I know you want these colors for spring. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit of white and just bring the details. Okay. Just a little bit. And this one. Okay. A little bit more on top. A little bit more white. And this one. For this project, I think I'm gonna hang this one, so I'm gonna add a hanger. But for now, it's just gonna be like that. Okay. So a little bit of white in the center. Again, we are just painting some abstract tulips. So with a brush, I'm going to come back with a more green, making sure my tulips, they have some little bit leaf around. And this one as well, here, here. Okay. So we're gonna add some tiny little leaf with a lighter green. Okay. I'm gonna practice with some watercolors for this. And I think right here. And then let me show you. Yep. There you go. Okay. Oh, those are beautiful flowers, girl. Yes. Alrighty. So now that I have my cross, I have my tulips. Now I'm going to get stencils, and I'm gonna use another set. And this one, it is the Fate Mini Tags. This ones. They're perfect. Thank you, my dear. I'm gonna add a little bit of white for the grass. That way it shows where the stems are. So I think I'm gonna use, let's see, I already used Fate. Pray, we have Pray, and we have Amen. I think I'm gonna use Amen. Okay, we're gonna use Amen, and we're gonna do it here, inside the cross. And the other project is gonna be a super easy butterfly. We're gonna do a butterfly. All right, so we're gonna use Amen. I'm going to get some Scotch tape. Okay. And I'm gonna make sure it's inside. Yes. Okay. So I'm gonna use my stencil brush again. Thank you, Cheryl, for hanging out with me, my friend. Appreciate it. If you're watching this video later, hashtag replaying. My friends, if you wanna talk, you wanna share something with me, with everybody, any topic, we are here to hang out. It's Thursday night. Let's get a little bit of crafting, painting. First day of spring. Love it. Okay, so we have Amen. Let me see. I'm gonna come back with a little bit more white. Come back with a little bit more white. So I'm gonna place this back. Okay. A little bit of white. And I know now it's going to pop more. Very good. So now we have Amen. Okay. I am thinking doing pray on top. What do you guys think? What do you think, Cheryl? Should I put another word on top? Pray, or just leave it like this? We already have Amen. Should I do another word on top? Faith? No. Or pray? Pray is a little bit. Or just leave it like that? What do you think? All right, I'm going to get some crackle paste. I want this to have a little bit of the crackle look. And just in the corners. Okay. Leave it. Thank you, my dear. All right, so once the crackle is all dry, I am going to get my gold and just paint over that, okay? All right, let's go ahead and dry. It's just a heat tool. Okay, now I have some crackles. And then I'm going to get the Distress Oxidized and then a little bit of gold. And the color for this is Ground Espresso. Okay. Okay, love it. I just love this. A little bit of gold. A little bit more of gold. I'm gonna get some metallic. Okay. A little bit. And then we're gonna dry it one more time. Hi Donna, how are you, my friend? Thanks for saying hello. Okay, so we have some crackle paste. I apply a little bit of oxidized ink, the espresso, and a little bit of gold. Okay, my friends. So for this project, I'm just gonna get some jute. So this will be the second project. And we still have one more project super quick to go, my friends, okay? I know it's super late, but thank you so much. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Maria, Kathy, and everybody who's hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. I love being here with you. Okay, so now I'm gonna get my scissors. I hope you had a good day, Donna. Okay. Am I gonna change the hue later? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to just do a small bow. I like the long tail. Oh yes, I love it. Okay, and here we have. Okay, so this is the second project that we did tonight. So this is the second one. This is the first one. Two different versions, my friend. Hola, mami, ¿cómo estás? Gracias. So we have 1, 2. And we have one more project, and I'm just gonna leave this one right here, and I know where is my work. I was looking for my wood, and what happened? So it's this wood that what I was looking for. So we already did 2 projects, and the first one we used transfers from Essential Stencil. Okay, the beautiful tulips, and then we hand paint a whimsical tulips for this one. My pleasure, Cheryl. All right, the last project that I want to do with you guys is, here's my wood. And I was looking for this wood. All right, I'm going to get a stencil. I checked before, they don't have this stencil, this set available. But once they have it available, I will come back here and share with you. I want some texture for this butterfly. So I'm going to use modeling paste with some paint. Okay. Let me get some more plates. And before we do this, I'm going to use another stencil that it is let me see. Where did I put it? Okay. We're gonna use this set. Okay. Hola Carlitos, ¿cómo estás? So we're gonna use this, be still and know. All right, we're gonna just use the words. We're gonna use the words. And the projects that I am doing today is something, it's related for Easter and spring. Okay. More Easter. Okay, so I'm going to get a white acrylic paint. Some more paper. If you're interested in checking the website from Essential Stencil, they have more beautiful stencils and transfers. You can go to my description and you will find the link there. But also, my friends, take advantage of the my ambassador discount. You will get 10% off. All right. So I'm going to stencil this, be still and know. Beautiful, beautiful. I like this set. I'm always using it. Be still and know. Okay, here you go. One go is fine. Now it's time to get my modeling paste. I just need a little bit. And then I'm going to get, let me see, a little bit of white. A little bit of white. Okay, let's get some texture, mix it up. And if I have some leftover, I will use it for another project. And I will do that later. Okay, so this one has some white. Let me know in comments if you use modeling paste for your projects. Do you get nervous when you're doing this? All right, so we're gonna use the butterfly, okay? We're gonna use the butterfly. It's a beautiful butterfly. In Spanish we say mariposa, una linda mariposita. And we are going to just tape here and here, just to hold on the sizes, just to hold my stencil. And maybe in the bottom part. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to start just applying one layer of the modeling paste. Hopefully I don't get bleeding, because I know my wood is a little bit rough. Okay. There you go. All right, so we have one, that area we have it covered up. Now I'm going to get a little bit of the beautiful magenta color. And just apply it in random places, random areas. A little bit more. Okay. Now I'm going to get a different color and I'm going to clean up my palette tool, and maybe I'll get a little bit of the yellow. I want some yellow. Again, I am not lifting my stencil yet. Okay. And then I'm going to get in this area. I need a little bit more modeling paste. Si están mirando recién, ¿cómo están? ¿Cómo fue su día? If you're just hanging out here, my friend, let me know how is your day. Happy first day of spring. And if you're watching this later as a replay, hashtag replay. That way I know that you were here. And I want to use this color, teal mint. I want to use the teal mint. Okay. Finger crossed for this, my friends. And one more color. Let's get the lighter blue. The winter blue, I'm going to use that one. I'll get a little bit more of modeling paste. And now I am covering the whole thing. Okay. This is something fun to do if you want texture on your paintings or home decor. I do this a lot. A little bit of yellow right here. Okay. All right, my friends. So it's time to bring our stencil back. Okay, we'll see, we'll see. Vamos a poner esto. Okay. All right. Let's dry this a little bit. We're gonna dry this a little bit, my friends. Pull it up one tape and the other one. And we have a beautiful butterfly with texture. I will clean up that one later. Here we go. Look at that. You see? All right, we're gonna dry this super quick. We are almost done here. Thank you, thank you. What I'm going to do, my friends, and I know, let me see, I'm just touching, see if it's all dry. What I'm going to do, I am going to get my small brush with my gold. Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Donna. And I'm going to get my gold metallic and just going around my butterfly, adding all the highlights. Okay? So just using a small brush. And right now, I am just following the lines. Okay. And I'm just going to paint all over my butterfly with the gold metallic that I'm using. So it's another way that you can, if for some reason you got some bleeding under your stencil, then you can hide it. This video is going to be available on my YouTube channel. So in case you want to watch this later, you can jump on my YouTube and then, or anytime you're doing these projects, and if you want to try this technique, you can watch this on my YouTube, okay? Because I know Facebook is, they're removing all the videos. And now I am going to do the body of the butterfly. So thank you, my friends. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you, my dears. Gracias, Carlitos, mami, por estar acá conmigo. Se los aprecio mucho. And then we are going to just paint the butterfly body with all gold. All gold. And then the flowers, I will do that later. Because I know we've been a little bit too long here. Okay, but I want to show you. Look at this. Look at this side of the butterfly. How beautiful this look. Okay, so I will do this later with more gold. And before we finish, I want to use another stencil, because this is the beautiful thing about stencils. You can always mix it up, bring all your stencils together and combine them. So that's why I wasn't sure which stencil I'm going to be using. But we are going to use maybe this one. I'm going to use just that top. Let me see what color to do. Let me go ahead and do this color. The milk. Okay, let me do this. Let me see how I'm gonna do it. Okay, tap, 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 tap. I'm just going to tap. Tap, 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 tap. Okay. And in the bottom, I'm gonna do the same. Oops. Now, the bottom part is still a little bit more fresh for the modeling phase, but I'm going to just leave it how it is. I would add the other details later, but I'm gonna come back here, add more in this area. Okay, and let me show you. Okay, so the same thing I'm gonna do right here, and I'm going to get my butterflies, and I'm gonna add 2 little ones. I'm gonna add, let me see. I'm gonna just get 2 small butterflies. And maybe I can get, let me see, my friends. Okay, I'm gonna get this one. That's the beauty of using stencils and transfers. But here's a little inspiration. Let me know in comments, what do you guys think? Let me know if you're happy with my projects. And everybody have a different home decor style. You do your own way, and this is how I do mine. All right, 2 more small transfers, and we are going to be done, my friend. I'm going to add a little bit of heat on my transfers. And I'm going to just, there you go. Yeah. Let me see how I wanted this. Nope. I want this one right here. There you go. I want this butterfly, it will go on top. I want this butterfly to be here, holding from the L. Holding up from the L. have another one. Just we need a little one. Just a tiny one. And let me get the small one right here. So we have one, and the other butterfly will be just right here. So this is the end, my friend. We finally finished with these 3 projects for Easter. 3 projects. Sorry it took me a little bit long, but you know what, my friend? I love doing this with you guys. If you're watching this video later, hashtag replay. Let me know in comments that you were here. Say hello. And then let me know, what do you guys think? All right, so I'm ready to show you what we did tonight. So we did 3 projects. This is the 3rd project, my friend. Be still, and we have a beautiful butterfly and 2 small transfers. So one butterfly is holding from the L. It looks super, super realistic. And the tiny other butterfly is just right here. Okay, so I am going to paint on this side with more metallic. So this is the project number 3. This is the project number 1. Okay, we use a transfers and we use a stencils. And this is the project number 2 that we hand paint some tulips, and we add a different style. Okay, so we did 3 projects. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate. I will see you guys soon. Tomorrow I'm gonna be taking pictures of these projects. God bless you all. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye, friends. Have a blessed night. Bye.